Y'all thought I was gonna sing, huh? Because I put Commuter Karaoke. You trying to get on this thing and see me sing in the morning so you can laugh. Huh? That's what you thought. Wrong. You thought wrong. I have no idea why I even called it that, but I ain't singing. That's not true. I'm probably delirious, so I'm probably going to sing at some point. My connection is terrible, so no one's hearing any of this. Doesn't matter. I ain't singing until I get crazy. It's too early for any of this. Why do people do this? Seriously. Oh my gosh. Like, I get up in the morning and I'm like driving to this place that I don't want to be for hours to make money for somebody else, for them to give me a cut. A cut! Like, I ain't trying, like, I'm at somebody else's table and they giving me scraps. Why can't I have my own table? I don't understand. Can I live? Why do I got wipers on? It ain't even raining. Oh, that's because I think the car has a sensor. It thinks it's special. It ain't raining. It's probably crying, just like me. Except my tears are on the inside. In my soul. Or maybe I don't have one because I gave it to the man. That's where I'm going, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see the man. Because I grew up and had to go work for the man. So, I don't know what else to say except I hate this. So, oh, there it is. There's my song. What can I say except I hate this? This is a freaking rat race, man. I don't understand this. Somebody said this was my niche now. So driving in my car and talking crap about the world, this is my niche. Just complaining about my sitch, short for situation. I don't know why I had to go to explanation for that. Like, I mean, when I really think about this kind of stuff, like, have you ever been to DC? It's like a bootleg New York. I shouldn't say that, but I should. It's like, it's got all the kind of qualities of New York, but not really. The buildings aren't as high. The traffic's just as bad, but for not the same reason. New York's like way. Oh, I did. Over here sending me messages while I'm driving. I'm getting messages. Did I take my medication? I did take my medication. Oh my goodness. What can I say except I hate this? 'Cause I'm driving to work, you know. I really hate this and I don't know any words that rhyme with all the stuff I gotta say. I hate this. I hate this. There's my karaoke for the day. Done. That's it. I met the qualifications of the title. If anybody else gives a damn, please just send me a message and say don't even try to sing anymore. Don't do it. It ain't for you, bruh. It's not your bag. There's no need. What else? So let's talk about the world. State of the Union. Who watched it? I honestly, I didn't even watch it. I can't even deal with that anymore. Like, I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. I feel like up is down, down is up. Like, I'm living in a nightmare. Besides that, like, you know, my house is falling apart, which is awesome. So like, so I've got like this weird leak, right? So the leak is coming, apparently it started because in the shower, you know, where the stand-up shower is, at the bottom of the stand-up shower, there's these two holes on the side that are supposedly for when water overflows. Now this normally makes sense when you're living on the first floor, but when you're living on the third or fourth floor, it doesn't really make sense unless it's a drainage, which then it's fine. However, the plot thickens as there is no drainage. So the water, if it were to overflow, which they probably didn't anticipate that it would fall into the walls. Now, you were saying, well, you know, unless your thing's flooding all the time, I guess it really doesn't matter. Not true, because when you're taking a shower, splashes of water shoot in there. Or say, you know, the shower head sprays into that corner. Look, water's gonna get in there. And water over time getting into those holes is just gonna throw itself onto the sheetrock and into the walls and just wear at the building and create mold, and do this for years. So apparently for years this has been happening to my walls. So how we discovered this is someone was taking a shower and water started to shoot right from my dining room ceiling onto my father. So we tested the theory out, and sure enough, that's the source. So that's funny. But then you come to find out that you're going downstairs to turn your light on in your garage, and the light fixture has a friggin' Lake Placid inside of it. I'm like, what is this? There is a miniature ocean floating inside of the light fixture. 1, electrical hazard. 2, what the F? Where did that come from? Right? So I'm looking at the wall. The wall is starting to like, for lack of a better word, bleed or bubble. So I'm like, oh wow, there's a major electrical hazard here. So, you know, you do the right thing. You call your HOA. You say, hey, listen, I want to make sure that, you know, whoever's responsible for this, or what do we got to do? Let's talk about it. The HOA's first response is, whoa, it's not our problem. That's your problem, dude. I'm like, oh, I don't have no idea why the guy at the HOA sounds like Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1985. But he does, in my head. In reality, he's actually just a Hispanic dude with a slightly Hispanic accent. Whatever that means. I'm Hispanic, so I can say that, right? No, doesn't matter. Point is, in my mind, he sounds like Mikey 1985. And so he basically just gives me this like random story about lawsuits and all this stuff, but he doesn't want to talk about anything like online. I'm like, oh, so you want to talk to me over the phone, but then when you know, then you want to pretend like we never spoke over the phone, so you can protect whatever it is that you're doing. Oh, because you've known about this problem for a year and you didn't say anything to any of the tenants or the owners. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So the plot thickens on that one. So then I go and I do my little research, because that's what I do. I would tell you what I do for work, but you'll have to figure it out. There it is, song number 2. Got a little high note. Figure it out. Figure it out. That's it. That's it. That's called Schlacapella. I don't know what it's called. It's not important. Back to the story. Why are you distracting me? So anyway, he doesn't give a damn. Nobody does. And I'm trying to get my stuff done. Nobody cares. And basically they're like, hey buddy, you're gonna pay for it. I'm like, this is not my problem. This is a problem because you specifically told me that the pipes were built wrong. They used the wrong pipes, and that's a developer issue. So I go to the law, and the law says that I have to go, and there's like a statute of limitations on all that stuff. Of course there is. So I'm like right within that window. So I'm making phone calls, writing all the letters, following everything according to Virginia laws. And, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, when it rains, it pours. I hit the high note for you. I'm really taking, next time I take Route 1 route. Like, oh, look at the red lights. Why am I doing, I'm not doing that. Never mind. Totally not doing that. That sounds like a terrible idea. Anyway, it's dark now, so you can't even see me. That's because it's so dark, it's not even really morning yet. Some people still consider this nighttime. A lot of people are still sleeping. That's funny. I don't really sleep for more than 4 hours anyway. So I guess I'm ready for my son when he comes. Because I'll be getting, what, maybe 2 hours at a time? It'll be like going back to basic training, except your drill sergeant is an infant. And no, there's probably the same amount of screaming involved. So we'll see. We shall see. Apparently the kid doesn't sleep now, so he's tossing and turning all night inside his mom's belly, which is funny. That's so weird when I think about it. Like there's a human being swimming inside you. That's so weird. Like it's like you say like I'm thinking about this like food. Like something that you eat something that doesn't agree with you, and that happening to you all the time. It's just there's a thing there. You're like an active tenant. I feel like the kid banging on somebody's belly is like equivalent to like having, you know, that neighbor downstairs that doesn't like it when your music's too loud and they're banging with the broomstick. Keep it down up there. I don't know why they sound like this. Hey. I don't know why. Did that mutate in some sort of British accent? I don't know. Some sort of English tenant living below you. Is it David Tennant? Nobody's watching this. I don't even know why. And talking to an audience that is non-existent. It's hilarious. This is really therapy for me. This was actually not for the purposes of a YouTube channel or anything like that whatsoever. This is actually just me talking to myself because my therapist recommended it, because I could not pay the bills. It's probably more true than you realize. It's not the bills part that my therapist told me to talk to myself, because she didn't want to hear my shit anymore. That's probably, the case. Who knows? I don't. If I knew, I wouldn't be doing this. You're the only one watching. Anyway, my biggest fan, my only fan, is supporting me. That's awesome. And the rest of the world is nice and cozy in their friggin' beds. Except for military folks and all these other government rat race. I don't even know. I just feel sorry for every one of these people that's on the road right now. I'm sorry for you. People who have to drive, what is this? Who thought of this concept? You work in an office with computers. We have Wi-Fi now. Why can't you do that job from your house? This doesn't make any sense. Can we outsource, this entire thing? Let's outsource commuting. Let's do that. Half the stuff that you do in your office, I would probably save money if I send it to you in an email and you send it back. Just do it at your house. Do it at your leisure. I don't care as long as you get it done by the end of the day. I don't care. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear your complaints like this. Somebody's turning this off right now. I don't want to hear yours. Boop. And then we could just do that. Let's Bluetooth this sucker up. I'm gonna start a company and we're gonna call it Bluetooth. We're gonna spell it totally different, and it's not gonna be about any technology at all. It's gonna be about sitting your butt at home and doing human resource stuff without your person being at this location. It is not required. I do not require your physical presence. You are dismissed. That is what should happen. Sometimes you want to get on this road and just keep driving. Just go to New York. Just stop there and be like, hey, what's up? I work here now. Walk in the building. Tell somebody at HR, hey, I didn't get my paycheck. See if I can finagle my way into them sending me a paycheck. And then get in the car, go over to Chicago, and do the same thing. That would be genius. If it worked. If it doesn't work, then it's just plain stupid. Which is what it sounds like on paper. I didn't write it down, and paper doesn't make sound, so why is that even a sentence? Ask yourself that. That's the important question of the day. Why do you drive on a parkway? Park on a driveway. You're done. It's a wrap. Up is down, left is right. Somebody said that Fruit Loops used to actually spelled with the word fruit and not with two O's. I don't know that. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a time traveler. Somebody has the patent on the flux capacitor. It's on Google Patents. Look it up. It's there. Do not deny it. It's there. You can Google it. Check your facts, bruh. And I'm getting off at this next exit. Why? Because I've arrived. I've arrived at the building where the man works. Have you met the man? And then there's everybody's favorite uncle. He's your uncle. My uncle too. Uncle Sam! Uncle Sam's that uncle that likes to dig in your pockets, take your wallet out, laugh at you as he takes your money out of it. Oh, you saved this, didn't you? But no. No. Uncle Sam needs his cut. This country's so funny. Like, you buy a car, and you can't technically do anything with it unless you pay somebody else. So how that works is you can own the car, right? But then, like, you have to get a license to drive. You have to pay every year, give or take, in order for you to be allowed to drive. So now you have your license, and you're like, okay, I'm good. You own the car, I'm good. Wrong, you're not good. Now you got to pay another fee every year, give or take, for you to be allowed to drive this car that you own on the road. So you can't even drive the car you actually own on the road unless you pay somebody else to let you do it. That's funny, right? No, it's really not funny. If you're laughing, it's because you're actually so broken by that concept, and it's shattering you piece by piece on the inside. Interestingly enough, what a state like Virginia can do is, if you don't own the car, right, the bank will own the car. You bought it from the bank, so the bank is charging you an amount to pay for that car. You don't own it. If you don't make your payments, somebody else is going to come and take that car from you, right? But they will charge you the property tax. What? You don't own it. The bank owns it. Why isn't the bank paying the property tax? I'm buying it from the bank, but I don't own it yet. Don't tell me I own it, because if I owned it, then if I stopped paying for it, some dude wouldn't drive up and then put it on the back of his truck and walk away. When I say walk, I mean drive. You get what I mean. Don't judge me. All right? It's too early and I'm live. Anyway, point being, this thing's it's an old joke, man. So you want to get married, right? Oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. So why don't you just do that? No. Somebody tells you, well, you can't actually do that unless you pay me. Oh, I have to pay you to do this thing that I want to do. Got it. And then when you don't want to do that anymore, you got to pay them again and ask them permission. You have to give them a reason why you don't want to do that thing anymore that you just decided one day you didn't want to do. Yo, this whole system is hilarious, man. They just found, it's the grand hustle, man. They just found a way to make money off of everything. It's the best business in the world. What happened to the American dream? It came true. Who said that? I'll hook anybody up with something special who could tell me who actually said that without Googling it. I have to throw a caveat in there. But anyway, point being, this is what I do for a living. Talk smack. Smackdown, that's what we should call it. And then WWE will come in and try to sue me because Linda McMahon runs the Small Business Administration. Whatever. I don't even know. Rambling now, but I'm done. Gotta go. Late.